Hello, technical team.
Yes, 1 second, there's an issue.
ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् असतो मा सद्गमया तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमया मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमया ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Thank you, technical team. Now, with the permission of our principal, Dr. Bhagwan Balani sir, uh, I would like to call upon Dr. Bhagwan Balani sir to say a few words regarding our session.
Good afternoon to one and all. My dear colleagues, Dr. Ajija, Dr. Meenakshi, just a minute. I would like to call upon Dr. Bhagwan. Yeah. Dr. Meenakshi, Dr. Ajija, Dr. Madhu Kokar, Dr. Ansari, Dr. Lubna Mansuri, Dr. Raju Taleja, Dr. Neelu Verma, Sapna ma'am, Jyoti ma'am, Dr. Priya Pillai, I forgot mentioning in the morning. A very good source of inspiration for all of us. And whatever the competencies that we have developed, including Ms. Jyoti also, Ranjit Kalaskar, is nothing but the collective effort of BTTC family. We have learned together, we have glued together through the Zoom platform, and I believe that we have organized more than 135 webinars. Now, if you look at the way we have been working together, coordinating, collaborating, and creating learning opportunities for all, not limited to only the teachers and students of Bombay Teachers Training College, but all the stakeholders of our society, including our management, our alumni, other institutions, as well as we have kept it open for all the passionate learners. When we talk about digital competencies, scaffolding digital competencies, I believe that it has got enormous potential in that. We have just started, and I believe that as far as my knowledge is concerned, technology is a vast ocean which cannot be traveled in a year or a 2 or 3 or 4. It requires a lot of exploration and hard work to learn the technology step by step. So we have just begun. I believe that we know the alphabet, but very soon we will move from alphabet to the words, maybe to uh, having three letters, words having 3 letter, 4 letter, phrases, then lines, and then paragraphs, and finally essays. But the most important thing is that the enthusiasm that we have seen in our students is amazing. And it started with the BTTC faculty itself, Dr. Ajija. He himself attended many faculty development programs, starting from Ramanujan College, Delhi. Whereas along with Rajiv Jha sir, I was also part of that faculty development program, and we learned how to edit the videos. And there were so many tools, G Suite, Google Classroom, many more things were there. OERs were there. So it was a two-week faculty development program, and we thought I think this is the way, this is the direction that we need to move on. And after completing this program along with Dr. Nilu Verma and other members also, I think we all must have attended or completed more than 8 to 10 faculty development program for ourselves, as well as we also played a significant role in becoming a resource person in various national and international webinars. So I believe that we in the pandemic period we have worked very hard from our own houses beyond the time schedules. We haven't seen morning, afternoon, evening, even sometimes late night. We have worked very hard, and we have learned a lot about the technology. Even we have also enrolled and we were engaged in learning the courses from Coursera also. And we have passed on all those, we can say, competencies to you also. Whatever we learned, we have shared it with you, and we also engage you in learning from the Coursera. Many more things are yet to be learned. So I am thankful to the tech team of SYBA, who as a resource person, because we wanted them to launch as a resource person. And I think this is the new journey for all of them. And they have worked very hard and mastered skills in different ICT tools. Even though these ICT tools exist in isolation, but also connected with the other tools. Now, this needs to first develop the competencies in understanding and using these ICT tools to create e-lessons, videos, digital content. But parallelly, we also need to also learn how to connect these isolated tools, the learning modules, and convert it in a learning app. I believe that's a big and long journey. We will continue with it. So I congratulate to Dr. Ajija for taking this initiative and making this SDC as best practice of Bombay Teachers Training College. And the team, it's not only limited to the 12 members. Today, 12 members from the SYBS got the opportunity to be the resource person. And if you look at the list, there it can go beyond 12 also. So I'm looking forward enthusiastic participation of other leaders, and I will wish that the kind of journey that we have started towards learning digital world, creating digital markets, doing a lot of advertisements, communicating to the larger world, reaching out to them, bringing them in digital platform in social media, and then looking forward widespread subscription of our own programs. I think the story is endless. If I'll go on speaking on this, volumes can be spoken about it. I'm very happy to share with you all that little steps are taking us towards big achievement. So I believe that this is a landmark achievement in the history of Bombay Teachers Training College. And very soon our FY B.Ed students will pick up those abilities, those skills, and develop the content. And then immediately we will take these ideas to the MA class, to the DLED class, to the ECP class, because we believe that let us influence learning, and this can be done, and this has been happening online. This is possible, and it is highly cost effective. No cost is involved. If you got a computer and internet at your home, so many soft skills can be learned at the fingertip. The only thing is that only one condition is that you should be a part of the learning community. Another condition is that you should have seamless dreams to achieve this. And if you look at the market, the way market demands, the teachers who can teach online in great demand all over the world. As the Miss Monica Techchandani informed us that a lot of market is there in America to teach online. The only thing is that we need to find out the dots that are to be connected. And we are trying our level best to reach out to the remotest areas so that we can find out the dots and connect it to you, so that you can emerge as a global educator, global teacher. Days are not far away that as far as this dream is concerned will be achieved, but we cannot achieve in isolation. We need to have a team collective team who aspire to achieve a common goal, and common goal is to serve the humanity. No doubt some of us may work for the temporary for earning the revenues for to meet as far as our livelihood is concerned, but ultimately goal is to reach out to the last person on the other end and help that person to get the education and help the person to be empowered so that he can meet his basic needs and live in the society in great peace and harmony. I think with this objective, let us do the Shri Ganesha of this program. So not taking much of your time, I welcome you on this wonderful journey with young, most young and energetic and enthusiastic learners. Um, uh, and let us start the journey. Thank you. Over to you, Dr. Rajiza. You can take it forward. God bless you.
Good afternoon,
Thank you,
everyone.
Dr. Bhagwan Balani, sir.
Yeah, Arbaz, I have taken over. I will hand over to you. Good afternoon, everyone. I was supposed to speak before Dr. Balani. However, students are under training process, so please pardon them for that. Communication is a process of passing information and understanding from one person to another. This can involve several iterations before mutual understanding is achieved. Success can only be attained when the sender and receiver both have shared the same understanding of what is being communicated. For the communication process to happen, communication tools play an important part in facilitating collaboration between individuals involved. Communication can be classified as synchronous and asynchronous. The most common form of synchronous communication is the face to face discourse. But when distance is being considered, synchronous communication is still possible with the intervention of technology. On the other hand, asynchronous communication does not happen in real time. Those who are involved in this type of communication may read and respond as their respective schedules permit them to do so. This may also be facilitated in traditional ways or with the aid of technology tools. The advantage of utilizing synchronous communication tools is that it facilitates real time collaboration. The advantage of asynchronous communication tools is that its availability anytime and anywhere. Because students can access these tools 24 by 7, it provides them more time to study and reflect on the topics of discussion. Both synchronous and asynchronous communication tools have their own advantages and disadvantages. It is important to know the right combination of these tools to improve instructions and promote effective learning. For educators, the COVID 19 pandemic is a quintessential adaptive and transformative challenge, one for which there is no pre configured playbook that can guide appropriate responses. Education leaders must swiftly design responses and with specific context in mind as the pandemic runs its course. Bombay Teachers Training College takes pride, great pride in fact, in presenting under its most coveted best practice titled Scaffolding Digital Competencies. 12 Bachelor of Education student mentors as resource persons who shall demonstrate the participants of this 1 week National Faculty Development Program interesting tools for synchronous and asynchronous classrooms. I, Dr. Rajiv Jha, extend a warm welcome to all participants who have registered for this FDP. I also take this opportunity to convey my best wishes to all my dear student mentors who have shown significant zeal and zest to don the role of resource persons for this FDP. I hope we all may emerge as better educators as a consequence of attending this FDP. Thank you. Over to Arbaz and Nikita.
Thank you, sir. And now, with your permission, I would like to call upon Dr. Bhagwan Balani, sir, to say a few words.
Yes, Arbaz.
Sir, I think we lost
Thank
Arbaz
you.
due to some network glitches.
No problem.
I would like to hand over the session to Mr. Hamid Raza for the introduction of my bestest friend in personal and a very good ICT mentors in BTTC, Miss Zubia Sheikh and Miss Ritika Makhija. Hamid, over to you.
Thank you so much, Miss Sheikh Salsabil. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to introduce Ritika Makhija, the Joint Secretary of B.Ed Student Council Batch 2019-2021. She has been given the tag of an ICT mentor for tools for a virtual classroom and has uploaded videos for the same on her YouTube channel named Learn Awake Kritika. Alongside Dr. Manisha Tyagi, she has presented her research paper on attitude of teachers, students, and parents toward e-learning during lockdown. Her action research is Netiquette in Lockdown, how students follow online ethics in synchronous and asynchronous classes. She is also an avid French language learner from Alliance Francaise de Bombay and teaches French virtually. She has obtained a Poddar Group Certificate in International Teacher Training from Poddar International School, Mumbai. She has also done project course from Coursera on Kahoot, Canva, Class Dojo, and Flipgrid Community. She is also the first internship coordinator of Global Dialog Foundation's Unity in Diversity India chapter. I'm also pleased to introduce our next mentor, Ms. Zubia Sheikh. She is the student manager under extension work. Ms. Zubia has also been awarded for contribution for handling social media. She has conducted many workshops for students, teachers under Scaffolding Digital Competencies with the guidance of Dr. Rajiv Jha. She is also in the editorial team of the college magazine Metamorphosis, an executive member of the Social Science Group, and intern at Global Dialog Foundation Unity in Diversity India chapter. Over to you, Ms. Ritika Makhija. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hamid, for that elaborate introduction. So the tool that I would like to present for today's faculty development webinar is going to be very helpful in your synchronous as well as your asynchronous classrooms. So because of the pandemic, because of virtual teaching, this tool will enhance your learning and teaching activities in an online classroom. So let me just present. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay.
Ritika, your screen is visible.
Okay, thank you so much. So my name is Ritika Makhija and I'm a mentor under Scaffolding Digital Competencies, which is under the guidance of Dr. Rajiv Chasa. So let me ask you a simple question. Are you tired of teaching online just by using a simple Microsoft PowerPoint or maybe just one simple Google Forms? Don't you want to make it more exciting, more innovative? So there's a quick solution for that, which is storyboardthat.com. Now, what exactly is Storyboard That? So on this website, you can create comic strips for your learners, thereby presenting in an animated character format. There is complete customization available for all the storyboard comic strip formats. The only criteria is that there is a 14-day trial period, which you have to ensure that your email ID is registered over there. Once you create your comic strip or your storyboard, you will have download options available in multiple formats, whether it is a PowerPoint, PDF, GIF, or a JPEG. So here you can also create GIFs based for your content for your learners. So I'll show a quick sample of what exactly would be the output of storyboardthat.com. So as you all can see on the screen here, there are 3 storyboard cells. I have created a comic strip wherein there are 3 characters. I was able to customize the character position, the background, the dialog box as well, So you can edit, like I said, there was complete customization. So you can edit this entirely on the website for free. I'll show you all the next storyboard template that I've created. As you can see here, there are 9 cells, and this is a depiction of our SDC mentor groups with Rajiv sir in the middle. And here you can see that I've also customized the background. I have added multiple animated characters as well as colored the dialogue boxes. So this was how Storyboard can work in your lessons. So I'll just reshare my screen again, and we'll check out what exactly is storyboard.com. Okay, so if you are using your Google Chrome browser or Firefox or Safari or even Microsoft Edge for that matter, storyboard.com is applicable for all the websites. So what you need to do is, on Google or any browser that is preferred by you, you can type storyboard.com. The first link that comes up, you can just click on it. Now here is the trick. You cannot simply log in. You will have to click on one tab that says trial period. For that trial period, you have to register your email ID. Once you get the registration code or the registration link on your mail ID, click on that and it will automatically transfer you to storyboard.com's website. So this will be visible on your dashboard. You have 14 days left in your free trial. So I have purchased the free trial today itself. So hence it shows I have 14 days left. Once your dashboard is created, it will show you all the classes or your students that you have enrolled as a teacher. It will show you all the resources or the assignments that you have created for your learners. So let's get started. If we scroll down, there's something known as My Storyboards. We will simply click on Create a New Storyboard. Now it will transfer you to the storyboard cell format. So here you can see on the screen that there are 3 cells that are visible. On top, if you can see my cursor, there are multiple tabs given: scenes, characters, textables, shapes, infographics, and so forth. Now here you can customize according to your content. All you have to do is simply drag the preferred image. So let's say I am a history teacher, I'm a social science teacher, and I want to teach something related to Indian history. So I'm going to choose the historical backgrounds available. I'll simply drag the background and I'll drop it. So you can see that it is automatically adjusted to the size of the cell. Okay. So you can see that it is automatically adjusted here. Now you can also customize the scene. Now how do we customize the scene? You can see that here you can change the sky color as per whatever you wish. You can see that you can also choose from other colors available. Now my background is set. Now I want to choose my character. Let's say because I am teaching about Indian history, I want to mention about Gandhiji. So instead of searching in the character tabs here, if you can see my cursor, on the search bar, I will simply type Gandhi and I will click on search. So automatically it will show me the animated character that has been created by storyboard.com for Gandhiji. So you can see here I can edit, I can crop, I can resize also. Now if you see something called edit pose over here, we can change the position of the animated character that we want. You can change the position of the head, arms, legs. You can also change the expression. So you can see here the preview will be visible. So I will just change the expression to happy. Just a second. Yeah. So here you can see that I've changed the expression to happy and the preview is available here. I can change the skin tone as well. I can change the hair color, the eyes, the clothing, as well as the shoes. And this is available for all characters. So you can see I'm also changing the position of the left arm as well as the right arm. And you can see the leg position as well here. Okay, so once my positions are set, I will simply click on update pose. So here you can see that my first character is ready to go. So I have set the background, I have set my character. Now I will look at the dialog box. So here you see a tab called textables. Here you will get different shapes for your dialog boxes. You can see that there's an oval, there's a rectangular shape, and so forth. There are even circular shapes here. So let's say I'm selecting the rectangular one. Again, I simply drag it down and it will automatically get pasted. So let's say I want to write the dialogue as I believe in ahimsa. I can also change the color of the dialog box, and we can also reposition this. So you can see that I am repositioning it, and now this is our first cell that is ready to go. Let's look at the next cell. Let's say I want to talk about I want to take a scenery from a school. Let's say I want to talk about science. So I'm going to choose something that is suitable to the background. So maybe a science laboratory. Okay. Now this is very, very useful for science teachers. If you all see the science tab here, simply click on it. You will get various elements based for your topic. Whatever your topic is that you need to teach, you can definitely use this as a set induction, or even in your main teaching and learning activities. You can give this to your learners to interpret what is exactly happening in the storyboard, and then they can critically analyze and come up with their responses. So again, the same procedure. You can simply drag and click, and you can always resize. So there are multiple options here. You can also change the color as per your choice. So let's say I'm dragging another element down. I can change the color 1, 2, 3, 4 and so forth. So you can see that as I'm changing, the preview is visible there. So I'll just resize this and I'll place it here. So this is our second cell that is ready to go. Let's look at the third cell now. Let's say I am an English teacher and I want to teach maybe any language topic. So I'm going to take another character once more. Sorry. I'm going to take another character and I'll simply drag it. Now here you can also change the position into a sitting position. So you can see here, if you put your cursor, it comes as sitting and the preview is available. Again, I'll just change the customizations as per my choice. And I will just change the expression. So sometimes if you may not feel comfortable clicking these expressions manually or setting the poses manually, you see something called preset poses below. So you can automatically choose from there. So there's happy, sad, crying, upset and so forth. So let's say I'm choosing sitting and I'm putting it into the left position and I simply click on update pose. So here you can see that I can show that my character is sitting here. Similarly, you can put multiple characters. There's no limit to any amount of characters being put in one storyboard. Now this was just 3 cells. Let's say I want to add more cells. I need to create a story. I need to create a comic strip. Like if we remember when we were young, we read, as kids we read Tinkle, we read Amar Chitrakatha. So we can create those storyboards. So let's just go to add or delete cells from below and you can see that here you can choose how many ever cells you want. So let's say maybe for my learners, for my lesson, I need 4. So just click on update storyboard and automatically the 4th cell is visible. Let's say maybe I don't need 4, I just need 2. I don't even need the 3rd one. So I'm just going to click on first 2 and update storyboard. So I have posted my content already here on my 3rd cell. Hence, they will ask you, they will send you a warning that your content that is posted will be deleted. So are you sure? So that you have to ensure. So let's say I'm sticking to 3 and I'll just click update my storyboard. Okay. So here your cells are ready to go. Now simply just click on save. Now here it will give you the option to edit the title for the storyboard as well as whether you want to assign it as an assignment. So like I mentioned earlier, as Google Classroom gives you the option to create a classroom, storyboard.com also gives you the option to create a classroom. So I'll give it sample 2 Right now I've not created a classroom, so I will not put it as an assignment. If you had created your classrooms, it will come here. Sample 2, description is optional. And I'll simply save my storyboard. Once the storyboard is saved, it will give you multiple download options. Like I mentioned earlier, that you will have PPT, GIF, JPEG, PNG, PDF. So multiple options are there. Just click on view all options. It gives you a pop-up wherein you can edit, copy, put it as a slideshow, directly print it, or if you want to delete the storyboard, and here are your download options. So you can see here PDF, high resolution image, and image pack. An image pack is downloaded as a zipped file. So each cell will come as a separate image and you will have to just extract it. Then we have the PowerPoint, animated GIF. Now I'll show how this works. And social media platforms. So you can also customize it as per the dimensions of each social media platform. Now that was just the first part. You can also record your own audio. Let's say you are posting it in your Google Classroom, in an asynchronous classroom, as an assignment. But you cannot simply post the storyboard. You need to put some voiceover. So you also get an option to record your voice for each cell. So that also you can explore. Now I'll just quickly edit this storyboard and I'll show you all how can you customize the layout as well as create a GIF. So on the bottom left screen, if you can see my cursor, there is something called layout. I'll just click on it. So you can see that it gives you multiple layout designs. There is the traditional storyboard which we were using. There is a cinematic one, the worksheet, small poster, big poster, T-charts, grid format, spider map, and so forth. Coming to the timeline, I believe this is very, very useful for any history teacher. If they want to show a timeline of a particular chapter, particular event, they can very well use that and they can create storyboards based on that. So you can see, you can edit here, whether it is CE or BCE, you can add the number of cells and you can simply just update the timeline. So you can see here, my timeline is ready to go. And I can keep on adding the cells, so that won't be an issue. So let me just give it a title. For example, if this is based on history. Okay, so history, science, let's see, for example, English. You can edit this even after saving it. There's no harm. If you save it, you can always click on edit and re-edit anything. So let's just click on save. So here it will ask you whether you want to save and continue or save and exit. So save and exit means when you are ready to download. When you are finished with all the final changes, you can quickly download that image. Okay. I will show one more layout. Let me change it to a basic cell. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So coming to creation of a GIF. So let me delete. Now the best way that I have found to create a GIF, which I already showed in the Microsoft PowerPoint earlier, is when you can use a plain white background with the characters zoomed in. So let's say I will just click on the crop icon here. Can you see the crop icon? I will just click on that. I will crop and here I will zoom in. Okay, so this is my first cell that is ready to go. I will simply copy this in all my cells. So if you see the copy icon here, just click copy for all and change the pose. So a GIF, once there are different poses, the GIF will come across as that way. So let's say I'm editing the pose. Earlier the pose was surprised. Maybe now I will put it as set. Then here also I will change the pose. You can see the preset poses here, speaking, update pose. So you can see here the animated character has been zoomed in. Again, my last step, save and exit, because I'm ready to show this as a GIF now. Once you go to view all options for downloading, simply click on .gif. It will get downloaded in your local desktop file. So I will just show how the preview looks. So you can see Animated GIF. Once you click on it, it will just take a minute or so because it is a GIF file, so it will take a little longer to download, but it will get downloaded, so don't hesitate. So while that is happening, I'll quickly show you all the output of how it will look. Yeah, so you can see here on my PowerPoint that this is the GIF in motion, and then there are 3 different expressions that I've put in. So this is how you can use it. Okay. So as I mentioned earlier that you can also add it as a separate image file. So each cell here is a separate image. You can see that I've downloaded as a separate JPEG file. And this entire PPT format comes from storyboard.com. So the template, the colors, everything comes from Storyboard. So I have created a small sample that how you can use Storyboard in creating for different subjects. So we have social studies here. We have commerce, economics, English, maths, science, and so forth. So you all can probably take a screenshot of it if you feel the need to refer this, or the PPT can be sent. So this was how Storyboard can be used effectively in a synchronous as well as in an asynchronous classroom. Thank you so much. I hope that was easy to understand. And I now hand over the session to Miss Zubia Sheikh to explain the next tool. Miss Zubia Sheikh, over to you.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Ritika Makhija. So that was a really interesting tool, storyboard.com. I will be demonstrating one more interesting tool, and that is called Word Wall. Now, Word Wall is a tool which will help you gamify your lessons. So if you feel like your lessons are getting boring or students are not paying attention and you want to make it interesting, Word Wall is the tool for you. So let me just share my screen. To make activities and to create games, all you have to do is first go on Google and type in Word Wall. Now, when you type in Word Wall, this is what you will get. So you have to click on the first link that you will see. Yes. So when you click on that link, this is the home page that you will see. You will get 2 options on the right hand side, that is login or sign up. So either you can log in through your Gmail account or you can register on WordWall itself. So I will just log in through my Google account. I'll just select the account that I want to use and I've logged in now. So it is that easy. Just a few clicks and you will automatically get logged in. Now, once you log in, you will get the option create your first activity. You can click on that. And when you click on that, this is what you'll see. Now, all these match, quiz, random wheel, these are templates. So you have something as free templates and you have something as pro templates. So now if you want to use the pro templates, you will have to upgrade here. If you see the option on the right hand side, you will have to pay 200 rupees to upgrade. So if you think that you can afford that and feel that it is that useful for you, you can surely go ahead and upgrade. Now you can use free templates as well. Now if you see, there are I think 19 free templates, but here also there is another limitation. You can use up to only five free templates. After you use 5 templates, you will not be able to use. So there is another way around it, is that you can simply click on the right hand side, you can simply click where you see your account. You can log out from this account and then you can log in from a different account and you can use another 5 templates. So that way you can keep on switching account. But if you feel like you don't want to do all that, you can simply pay and you can use it. So now I'm going to show at least 3 templates, 3 activities. The first one that I'll be showing is label diagram. Now, label diagram is a great activity if you're a science teacher or if you want to give your students an assignment in form of any diagram where you want your students to label it. So when you click on label diagram, this is what you will get. you have to give a title to your activity. So for example, I'm taking science and I'll just write biology. Okay. Now you can select an image. There's an option. You just have to click on add an image. Now either you can search the image or you can upload. On the right hand side, you'll get the option to upload. You can also select the size of the image that you want. Do you want the image to be small, medium, or large? Now I'm gonna search human heart. And see, you have to keep in mind that your searches are very appropriate. Try to be as specific as possible in the searches so that you get the image quickly. Now I want to take this image and I want my students to label the heart, the human heart. So when you click on that image, the image will be added here. And here, if you see, this is my label 1. Okay. So when you scroll down, you'll get labels. So what are the labels that you want? You have to write that. So for example, I want iota. I want second label. I want a superior vena cava. And I want pulmonary artery. So these are my 3 labels. They are ready. As soon as you write in your labels, you will get 1, 2, 3. Your labels are here in 3 spots. All you have to do is drag the label to the correct place. So for example, iota, where is the iota? I'll just drag that 1 to the iota. Then superior vena cava and my pulmonary artery. So this is how I will label. I have just done 3. You can do it up to 24. You can have 24 labels. And after doing that, I'll just click on done. Now, just within few clicks, my first activity is ready. Yes. So this is my preview. How my students will see. I'll just click on start, and this is how my students will get it. Now they'll just have to drag the labels to the correct place. And they will have to submit the answer. So if you see, they'll get the feedback also that 3 are correct. Now I feel like this is looking very boring, like the white background and everything. So I can change that as well. If you scroll down, you'll get something as themes. Now there are n number of themes here. You can select any one that you want. So let me just select this jungle one, and this is how it will look. If you want to make it interesting, you can always take a nice theme and you can apply that. And if you want to, now there are different options also. So if you scroll down below themes, you will find options. Now, if you are giving this as an assignment, you can set up a timer. So if you want your students to have a timer, either 5 minutes or 15 seconds or 30 seconds, whatever you want, you can click on that. If you don't want a timer, simply click on none. You also have the option of count up and count down. So count up is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4. That way till 5 minutes, and countdown starts from 5 minutes. So that way you have that option as well. Now, how do you want your layout? Do you want your students to have a different layout every time someone opens the game and play? So you can click on different layout each play. If you want the same layout, you can click on same layout. And at the end of the game, do you want your students to see the answer? If you want that, you can just click that. If you don't want that, you can unclick that. And you have to apply to the activity, and the activity is ready. Now, how do I share it with my students? Now, either you can use this in a synchronous classroom or asynchronous classroom. But of course, if it's label diagram, it is better in asynchronous classroom where you can give it as an assignment. So on the right hand side below the preview, you can see share. If I click on share, there'll be 2 options. You can share it with other teachers or you can share it with your students. Now, when you share it with other teachers, it will simply make your template public. So that means if you share the link of the public template to anyone, any of your fellow teacher can just click on that and they can edit it as well. But I want to share it with my students, so I will click on set assignment. Now, when you click on that, you will get all these options. You can give your assignment a title if you want. You can select whether you want your students to anonymously do the activity, or you want them to enter their name. So whatever you want, you can select that. If you want them to if you want to give them a deadline, you can select the time of the deadline, the date of the deadline. After that, the game will not be available. And in the end of the game, again, you get the option: do you want them to see the leaderboard? If yes, you can click that. If you want them to see the answers, you can click that. If you want to give them another chance, if they got it incorrect, you can always give them start again option. And then you click on start after you've selected all your options. Now, either I can copy this link and just share it in my Zoom classroom or WhatsApp group, or you can share it in your Google Classroom. It is very simple. If you just click on this, you will be redirected to your Google Classroom. You can share it on the emails if you have that system, or you can also put it on your own website. If you have any website or like a blog sort of a thing where you upload assignments and your students visit that, you can do that as well. And then you can just share it with your students. Now, once you share it with your students, you will see something as my result. So this is my assignment is ready. Right now, if you see, there's this icon here and there's 0. That means nobody has yet solved it. But if you share it with your students and if they solve it, you will get all the responses here in my result like this. You will get the leaderboard also, how many of them got it correct, incorrect. And if you feel like you have to keep for record purposes, you need to have this documented, or what you can do is here on the right hand side, you'll get a more option. You can export this file to an Excel sheet. So all the data will be automatically generated into an Excel sheet, and you can download that and keep it as a document. This is how you can share your assignment. Now my activities, whatever activities that I make, I will get it in my activities. Now I'll show you how to make another activity. So if you go to create an activity, I'm going to select open the box. Now this is a very interesting activity. I personally love it, and it can be used for a synchronous classroom. You cannot give this activity as an assignment, but you can use it for interaction, and you can use it to involve your students. So when you click on open the box, you will get this. You can write the title of your assignment. I'm writing history. Now there are two options: simple boxes and boxes with question. I will tell you what is simple box later on, but let us first look at boxes with question. I've just written the question. I'll just copy my question. Yes. So you can write your questions here. I have written the question. The Second World War started in which year? And I'm going to give the options. So my options are 1939, 1940, and 1941. So you have to select the correct answer. So the correct answer is 1939. I click on that. Then there is an option here on the left hand side, or a small image icon. So if you click on that, you will again get an you can again search for images. So if you are if your question requires any sort of image, you can write that. So for example, I'll just write Second World War and I'll just search it. I'm just taking any random image right now, and my image is embedded here. When they play, they will get the image. Now I'm adding one more question. You can add up to 100 questions. So I'm going to add one more question right now. Which was the last country of Axis power to surrender during the end of World War II? And my options are Germany, and my another option is Japan. Okay, my correct option is Japan. So I click on that. And again, if you just click on it, now Japan, Google can already search it for you and keep. So if I just clicked on that image icon, I already got images of Japan. Similarly for Germany also I'll get it. So if it's very specific, you will get the images automatically. Now I'll just click on done. Now my boxes are ready. Ritika, if you could help me right now.
Yes.
So for example, I am a teacher and Ritika is my student. I'm going to ask her, okay, students, let us now have a quick revision. So I'm going to start the game now. And I'll ask my students, Ritika, which box do you want me to open?
The second one, number 2.
Okay. Can you read the question and answer it for me?
The Second World War started in which year?
Yes.
1940.
Okay, so she has given me the answer 1940. And that's the incorrect answer. So my box is locked. Now I cannot open this box again. So similarly, you can have different boxes and you can ask your students over there, if you're taking a quick revision, you can ask them to simply tell you which box you want to open and you can go about it. Now, if you don't want that, if you don't want your boxes to be locked, what you can do is if you scroll down in options, you will find again the timer setting is there if you want to keep difficulty. In difficulty, you can lock after incorrect answer. If you don't want the boxes to be locked, you can just simply unclick that. Again, you want the shuffle, how you want the boxes, you can do that. How many rows and columns you want, you can do that. And the same setting is there on in the end of the game. Do you want your students to see the answers? So all this you can add and you can play this activity in your classroom. Next activity that I will show you is maze chase. Now, this is a very interesting activity. Remember when we were young, we used to play this game called Pac-Man. So this activity is similar to the game of Pac-Man. So if I click on maze chase, this is what I'll get. I'll write my title, that is sociology, for example. I'll just copy my question. I'll write my options, 5 marks. August form. And the correct answer is August form. Again, I can select the image of Karl Marx and I can also select the image of August form. One more question that I will add. Who defines sociology as the science of social institute? I will write Weber and I'll just write Durkheim. Okay. Again, if you want, you can take the image. I'll click on done. Sorry, I forgot to click the correct answer. Yes, Durkheim, and I click on done. Now my activity is ready. Now, how will the students see it? They'll see it this way. My game is ready. The question is here, who defines sociology as the science of social institute? And this is me, the red small guy. I'll just move my cursor whichever is the right answer. And it will tell me if it's the correct answer. So this way my game is ready. Again, I got another question, who coined the term sociology? So if I go to Karl Marx, it's like exactly like Pac-Man. That's incorrect. So that way your students will be able to see. Now again, you have the options below, the timer option, you have the lives option. So since it's a game, you can select how many lives your students your students can have. Either they can have 10 or if you want infinite, unlimited, you can do as well. So if you scroll completely to the left side, they will have unlimited lives. And difficulty level again you can select. So difficulty level is nothing but the small ghost. The more you increase the level, the more the ghost will be. So you can do that and apply to the activity. Now you just do the apply to the activity again. When you share it with your students, you'll get the same options whether you want them to see the leaderboard and all those things. So these were the 3 activities, and I think maze chase, might seem like a game thing, but I think we all get excited when we are playing a game. So no matter the age, either you're 4 or you're 40, you will always enjoy playing games. So these were the 3 activities that I have shown you all, but there are many more activities, like there's random wheel, there is find the match, there is group sort, there's anagram, missing the. It's very simple. If you just go and explore, you will be able to understand all. In the same way, you just have to put in the questions, the options, the correct answer, and you'll be able to do it. Now there's one more option of community here. If you click on community option, you will get games which are made by other teachers. So there are games like punctuation, hit the mole, or write spelling. So if you want to explore this option where you search any topic that you're having, you can just search that and see if there are any games available. And you can, so for example, there's this hangman activity someone has made. If I want to use this in my classroom, I can simply share it and set an assignment, and again I can share it with my students, but the results will come in my results only. So that way you can use activities that are made by other teachers also. So these were the 3 activities that I've shown you all. I'll just quickly show you two more activities that I had already prepared. So this was one spin the wheel. Let me log in to my different account. Yes. So this activity I had already made. It was spin the wheel. So if you are having a presentation or something like that, like if you're taking orals and you want to take it randomly, you don't want to go roll number wise or anything else, you can just simply make a wheel and spin it. And whichever roll number it stops, you can just tell that roll number to present or speak or read whatever activity you are doing. And you can eliminate it so that roll number gets out from the wheel. Another activity that I had made was whack-a-mole. Now this activity I had made on geography, so Indian states. So there are moles which will have the name of the state. So students will have to hit the states which are Indian states. So for example, there is Arizona and Gujarat. So I hit Gujarat, which is the correct answer. And there are levels also. So you can simply go and explore this template also. So you can just hit all the correct answers. And if you hit the incorrect one, this is how you get it. So this is again one more fun activity. Now, if you have already paid and you have many activities that you have made and you want to sort it out, what you can do is you can also create a folder. So new folder you can create and you can just name your folder geography and create it. And you can drag your activity to that folder. So this way you can create folders also. So this was all about Neopod. I hope you all explore other templates also, which are very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Rubia. And I would like to extend my thanks to Ritika as well, Miss Ritika and Miss Rubia. The session was so enlightening. And I am very much sure that we all have learned a lot today by these two mentors of STC. Now I would like to invite Miss Nikita Soni to ask to ask the questions which are given to by our participants for our mentors. Over to you, Nikita.
Thank you, Ms. Salsabil Sheikh. Firstly, I would like to share the appreciation you guys have got. It was really interesting presentation. I would like to read all the appreciation. So, our own Manisha Tyagi ma'am says it was the wonderful presentation, Kritika. Then Subhash Chandra Sarangi says wonderful demonstration. Kausar Zakir, very nice, Kritika. Then we have Shashti Agrawal says that yes, it is very illustrative and the interesting one. Then we have Meenakshi Sharma, which says it was very informative session, ma'am, and thanks. Then Dr. Krishnakant Bivedi says it was very interesting, informative lecture. Kamna's iPhone says very informative. Kausar Zakir says great effort, Zubia. Rakesh Kumar says excellent lectures. Arshi Sheikh says interesting activities. Then we have Avanti Pandit who says interesting tools. Jessica says wow. Paramjit Kaur shows the thumbs up. Then Paramjit Kaur, very nice features. Sana M, these are really interesting. Then Manisha Tyagi ma'am says lovely presentation, Zubia. And Subhash Chandra Sarangi again says fantastic session, Zubia ma'am. Then we have Dr. Manish Bhatt who says fantastic tools for the students. Then we have Professor Janardhan Mogare who says very informative sessions. And Varsha Nakpal who says wonderful explanation. Then we have Dr. Sandeep Patil who says very innovative tools have been chosen. And Mr. Vidya Sagar Kumar says nice. And we have one more appreciation on the WhatsApp from Dr. Agnes DeCosta, saying that she was watching the BTTC YouTube channel on the digital competences and she has conveyed the appreciation to both of you, saying that it was very confident and efficient and the elucidation is smooth and flawless. She has been using Storyboard and the word wall. The tools were indeed interesting and the resource persons have presented them perfectly. A super blend of the TPAC model. Thank you, ma'am. And now I would like to ask the questions from our participants from the YouTube chat as well as the Zoom chat. So the first question from Pratik Taude, is there any restriction of adding cells to create Storyboard?
First of all, thank you so much everyone for the appreciation. And to answer your question, Pratik, there is absolutely no limit. When you click on add and delete cells, by default, it will show you 24 cells. But again, below that, there's an option to add further. So I have a colleague who took an English literature lesson entirely on Storyboard. So she converted both the direct as well as the reported speech into the Storyboard format, including the narrator's part. So there were over 56 storyboards, 56 individual cells. So definitely there's no limit.
Okay. So the next question is from Sharmila Pathare. Is this software free for using?
Yes, Shamla, the software is, the website is free, but you will have a 14-day trial period, which means that whenever you register via your email ID, you will only get 14 days. So you can definitely create more email IDs and keep on logging in every 14 days. That's what I have done for my lessons. So as many as email IDs as you have, keep logging in, and once the trial period expires, use your new email ID. So you can use it that way. I hope that clarifies your doubt.
The next question from Riyan Malkani. Can we insert math equations in the dialog box of Storyboard?
Definitely, you can put in the math equations. You can manually type the equations in the dialog box, and you can increase the size also so it is visible to the students. You can also put it as without the dialog box, maybe if you want to use the Storyboard background maybe as a classroom. So where the class board is there is an option to just insert text plain without the dialog box. You can post it that way. So anything that you wish to post, you may add on the storyboard. There is no limitation.
Now this question is for Zubia Sheikh from Karuna Bardwaj. She is asking that can we download these quiz and upload it to the site or WhatsApp then?
Yes, ma'am. Instead of downloading, you can just share it on your website. Like you can embed the link to the website, and then that link can be generated. And similarly, you just have to copy the link and share that link on WhatsApp. So that way, you can share it with on the WhatsApp and on your website as well.
Okay. The next question is from Jayanti Atman Academy. When we use this, is it necessary that children should also download it?
No, the children need not download it. It's a website. So when they click on the link, they'll simply be redirected to the website of World War. They do not need to download anything. They'll just have to click on the link and they'll be able to play the activity.
Okay. And the next question is from Denzino R. He asked that are these web applications free or a time frame to use it?
So they are free as long as you use 5 resources. After that, of course, you'll have to pay. But like I said earlier, also you can change your account and you can use other 5 resources. For students, of course, it is free. When you send them the link, they do not need to do anything. They just simply will click the link and they'll be able to use the activity that you have created. So yes, 5 resources are free. After that, if you wish to pay, you can pay. Or another hack is that you can simply switch your account.
Okay. The next question is from Kirti Mangesh Jamdar. The question is how many students can use it at one time?
Ma'am, there is no limit. So as many students as you want, they can use it. There is no any such limit that you have to have only 100 or 200 students. Any amount of students can use it at the same time.
Okay. Then we have the question from Riyan Malkani. How do we restrict the students' response to one and word wall?
Ma'am, you will simply have to unclick the start again button. So if you click on that start again button, then they will again and again be able to give responses. If you do not want that, simply unclick start again and they'll just be able to play the activity one time. So that way you can do that.
Okay, that's it. We are done with the questions and you all are still receiving the appreciation from Dr. Sandeep Patil, very innovative tools chosen. Then we have Happy Sohal who says good presentation. Then Priya Singh, wonderful session. Thank you, Ritika and Zubia. And Reshma G from FYBH says it was very interesting and flourishing, learning in digital mode. And Ambika Motwani wants to say that she has used WordWall with her students and they enjoyed it. Then Zaino Art says excellent tools and thank you for enlightening us with these. God bless. Varsha Nagpal says wonderful explanation. Yes. And that's it.
Thank you so much.
Nikita, I just saw someone asking for the recorded session. So sir and ma'am, it's available on our YouTube channel or at Bombay Teachers Training College official. So you can watch it over there. It's available on YouTube and it will be there. Thank you.
Thank you, Ritika Makija, and thank you, Ms. Surya Sheikh.
Technically,
Now I
can you
hand
please share the YouTube link once again? For
Yes,
those
yes,
who
technical.
probably do not have it.
Yes, sir. We will definitely share our YouTube channel link on the chat box and our other official handles as well. So follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook also, so that you can get more amazing content, because this FBP is for more 1 week, and more other resource person from the STC group will come every day to teach you more interesting ICT tools. So keep stay in touch with us and keep following us on everywhere on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Thank
So over to you. Uh, I think it's Saloni who is doing the vote of thanks for today.
Jai Shri.
you, Jayashree.
Jai Shri, yes, Jai Shri, please over to you for the formal vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. As the first day of 1 week national level faculty development program on tools for synchronous and asynchronous classroom comes to a close, I'm honored to receive the opportunity to propose a vote of thanks. A heartiest gratitude to our wonderful mentors, Ms. Ritika Makhisha and Ms. Jubia Sheikh, for an insight session. You helped us learn these amazing digital tools, Storyboard, that, and Word Wall. Storyboard will definitely help us to teach our concept creatively with the dialogue method. We can teach our students by incorporating the stories they are familiar with. Word Wall tool is quite interesting. Students can learn while playing games like maze. I am really excited to use these tools. I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Bhagwan Balani, for making sure that we inculcate all the valuable skills in us to become good teachers and students will definitely help us to teach our concept creatively with the dialogue method. Hello, sorry, am I audible?
Yes, Jeffrey.
Should I start again?
You may continue from where you left off.
Gratitude to our wonderful mentors, Ms. Ritika Makhisha and Ms. Jubia Sheikh, for an insightful session. You helped us learn this amazing digital storyboard, that, and word wall. Storyboard will definitely help us to teach our concept creatively with the dialogue method. We can teach our methods by incorporating the stories they are familiar with. Word wall tool is quite interesting. Students can learn while playing games like maze. I'm really excited to use these tools. I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Bhagwan Balani, sir, for making sure that we inculcate all the valuable skills in us to become good teachers and students will definitely help us to teach our concept creatively with the dialogue method. I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Bhagwan Balani, sir, for making sure that we inculcate all the valuable skills in us to become good teachers and
Ritika,
students
do
will
the honor.
definitely
We
help
are
us to teach our
Absolutely.
concept
I
creatively with the
think
dialogue
Jeshri
method.
has gotten disconnected. Um, so as she was saying that a big gratitude to Balani sir for giving us this opportunity, and also a very big thank you to Rajiv sir, under whose guidance we could present all our ICT tools so well. And this is not the first SDC cycle. This is our fourth cycle under him, and we are very glad to be a part of this group. And we hope that the new FY B.Ed batch also may live up to your expectations and definitely may do better than us also. Thank you so much.
Ritika, before we start with the national anthem, I have one more announcement. For tomorrow, we are collaborating with Sanskar India Foundation for eco-friendly Holi workshop. So please be there tomorrow for one more very interesting webinar, so that we can save our environment as well by having eco-friendly festivals. So stay tuned tomorrow, Saturday, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. with Sanskar India Foundation in collaboration with PBC. I would like to I would like to invite our technical team for playing the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Technical team, you may please stop the live streaming on YouTube channel and the recording. Thank you so much.